Okay, start. So, welcome back. We are going to be running through Trey event. This is part 2. We're picking up where we left off. I'm gonna try to complete the event night. And then if we get those extra tickets, we'll try to pull for Trey's EX weapon. And then attempt the chaos round. Guys for joining the stream. Sound off in live chat. I'm excited to see you guys. Hey. Here we go. Ay pala, complete ko pala yung dailies. Or max. Wanna get some of the rewards. Oh, no. I don't think I claimed any of the rewards this for our decision. Need more power stone. It's mainly black one. Sorry, high black crystals. And white high. Should allow us to earn back sources. Power orbs, di ko pa rin ma-claim. Okay. Okay, tuloy natin yung event. We're gonna see the boss gimmick is. So we know we want to bring Bran. Considering the traps, I think it would be worth. Actually, I think should bring Cater. Then somebody who doesn't apply a lot of buffs, I guess. Somebody who works with passives. I don't remember sino yung ganon. Oh, I think this should be safe. And get Max Brave passive. Oh. Forgot this is a chaos battle. Justice kind of use the skill right away. But I think we can make it work. Save-ish stole a skill, so I'll just use Italy and use the H. A lot of battery. I want to make sure that Cater has battery, so she gets a brave refund on her brave attack. Another one. Nice. Also, tinanggal ko yung earphones ko. And turns out, it's raining. Hindi ko alam kung perfect option. Maybe when I'm talking, to bear with me because we have some weather going. That's wave 5. Now we can play. If you want to separate the two of them. Charge and dodge. Don't have this involved. I don't think anything. But we'll lock them so we can spouse with the rest of our team. Should be able to start using skills with Fran. We already have I think this is Vieira's punishment when we buff him. It should work in theory. Well, we get a brave refund, so that's okay. Let's balance this out. Oof. Nice one. I think we'll charge here. There we go. Nice. Let's bring some healing. I'm gonna end up taking a break, pero guess that's fine. These guys hit pretty hard, so I think we have to be a bit more careful. Hindi still haven't figured out kung ano yung gimmick nila. So we're gonna have to run a few tests. It's a chaos battle before we clear it, I think. Hopefully he survives. Ay nga pala, instant break. Forgot. The enemies are gonna keep breaking me, so I have to counter that somehow. Mm-hmm. Let's delay this one. Should be able to heal back after this. Wait, I have to test something with the audio, so give me a minute. Hold on. No. Wait. The output yung... I'm not sure. Good. I think this should fix the audio. Okay. Have it game to increase the volume for game a bit more. As per ang boses ko. So this should be good. Now we can be playing. The brave refund. Able to counter after this. Alam niyo medyo mahirap kay. Well, she doesn't have any sort of brave refund, so I have to keep her safe. But I just realized the enemies are always gonna break, so we might as well just should be the end of it, I think. We'll pop the C65 for an extra kick. Right. Hello guys, thank you again for being this PENCRU. We are playing Tibia tonight. Continue running the Trey event. So Cosmo battle is done. So I think what I want to do, since we have Fran, we have a viable co-op unit. So let's bring her, and join some co-op. First I have to host one para makuha ko yung rewards. After nun, I think we can run a book. I think we can run a book now. Tapos again, so we're gonna do 15 minutes of co-op battles, and then should be able to clear out those requirements for today. And then pag-aaralan para natin gagawin yung chaos, and we'll see what we're missing. Yeah, on the stream. Let me know if you're here. Just leave a comment, say hi. Thank you for watching. So we're just gonna hang out, show you guys, show off this video to you guys. Hopefully you guys join me. I have my friend code if anybody wants it, so I can join your co-op battles. And you can use my for help with some of the harder missions.
お前がもう一人で立てる姿を見せてくれ。
Full animation Trey, so that's good. The thing I really like about this video are the animations and the effects. For a mobile game, this is pretty, period. I think that's all I really wanted to stay there. I think we're gonna try to join as a guest. Let's see how many people are hosting co-ops at this time. Since fresh yung event, I expect na madaming rooms na pwedeng talihan. So, we found one. I can use my bell so we can also get the extra artifacts. Hopefully, we can get good passives for Trey, so that if we ever decide to build him, we don't have to farm for artifacts again. Same with Quistis. I don't think yung artifacts niya when she was first released, so there's room for improvement there. I'm also thinking about what we can do on top of streaming. If there are any conversations that we can have or any topics that people want to cover playing. I guess that's also practice for me. I'm not very reactive. So I normally play or I mainly just absorb the experience for myself, but I think I would enjoy having somebody to talk to while I'm playing, so be nice. More co-op. Dapat maubos natin yung 5 bells, tapos should be able to do more than 5 at least with the 15-minute bonus, and then I can just keep running that every day to farm resources. I'm thinking whether we should try to pull for Trey now or try ko muna yung chaos with an existing team. Hindi pa ako nag-check ng I haven't checked any of the strategy threads on Reddit. I think starting from the Charlotta event, I want to try it blind first and see if I can complete it, because that means we get maximum savings or maximum profit from the event, because that means I don't have to spend anything. And then it's mostly optional if we're gonna try to upgrade anyone, but for sure we're gonna be pulling on the banner kasi we don't have Trey's EX weapon yet. Like, I have a good collection of EX weapons, so we always have options to upgrade certain characters from the bench, but in order to save and potentially to get somebody that's really, I guess, a meta-defining unit, we have way more resources stocked up. Instead of us having to chase resources when there's a character that we almost So now we get to see Trey's EX. Walking away from the explosion is
予想通りですね。
typical action movie. I'm not sure I like it that much. It's not my favorite. There are many other better EX animations. Fran, for example, I think like has a really good EX animation. Although mas gusto ko yung skill to ni Fran, yung whip kick. Like I think that's more impactful. And I think if it didn't do split damage, it would then be even more powerful. Kasi pag split damage, okay, like the damage is half, or at least the damage numbers that you see are half. Instead of getting like a big number that's close to the 80-90k marks. So, you know, there are pros and cons to each of these characters, and if you guys ever decide to play Dissidia, you can there are plenty of resources that you can
任務を遂行します。
check for tips. Because I have some knowledge of the game again, so that's something that we can discuss also. And if I have any tips for the character, we can talk about it.
全力で行かせてもらいます。 全力で行かせてもらいます。
じゃあね、また手伝ってやるよ。
予想通りですね。
So we have one more bell and we have 7 minutes, so that means we should be able to run around 3 or 4 more co-ops after this for extra resources. Although we won't get the bonuses, I think we're not gonna get as many artifact materials. We should still be able to farm the tokens so we can redeem resources from the event shop. So still a win-win situation for us, considering we have synergy character to run the co-op with.
みんな、準備はいいな。 切る。 残念。クリスタルを。まだまだいけるな。
We're gonna see a crystal
いいものを
generation.
見せてやる。
So what's nice about Charlotta's skills, or rather yung skill of the crystal generation, is she uses the to do HP damage. If you have people hitting their brave caps, that's a lot of damage in one turn, especially
こんな
if
ものかしら。
it's a single target kasi nagsisplit yung damage nun. So there are more enemies, the less damage going to do to each, but the overall damage for that turn is much higher than most other characters currently in this. That's also why konti lang yung skill uses nun kasi if she had a lot of those, that would be unfair. She'd be almost broken, or she would have too much utility because she's mainly a support character more than she's a damage character. Actually, once she gets buffed, she doesn't have she has almost no way to shave enemy brave except for her H plus and her EX skill, by the way, because that's gravity damage. It doesn't not damage, but it's a percentage decrease the enemy brave. So if you have enemies who charge themselves and kind of increase their brave, especially the ones who hit like the 40-50k mark, Carlotta would be a good option for that as well. So yeah, we didn't get any co-ops. Try to queue for another. Hopefully masalihan tayo ulit. Nice one.
Yoroshiku!
よろしくお願いします。よーし、潰すか。
切る
Nice one. I'm
残念。
to build Quistis or Charlotta. I think that's going to make the chaos battle
クリスタルを。
a walk in the park. But all of them would be synergy, but I think that would be a waste of resources if we just without dying first. So mabubuo tayo ng team. We're gonna see what everybody else as a PC replacement for the event signature characters mechanics. So Trey does a lot of trap damage, so options ko dun would be Vanille, PENCRU, or Cater. Cater I think is the most recent, pero he only has like one turn and she has to be targeted for her to do the maximum damage, so she doesn't really do well in a group setting. Maganda siya for entropy because she can solo content. That means you'd have more characters to use. Pero kung sabihin natin si Emperor, he applies debuffs to the group. All of his skills apply traps, so that's a lot of bonus damage without us consuming turns. If anything, yung turns nung kalaban, we use it against them kasi once they start using their turns,
よろしくお願い
once
します。
nag-hit yung countdown, or they'll take additional damage.
みんな、準備はいいな。
While chat says hi Dan, Dan's here. Hi Dan, thank you for joining the... Okay. Ayan. So, I don't know if sa akin lang ang lakas ng sounds ng game, hindi ganun ka rinig. Thank you for letting me know. Ayan, so, binabaan ko yung... Bababaan ko pa. So, bababaan ko yung audio to see if that balances out. Should be outputting much lower than my voice for the moment. Taas ako na din yung mic ko. Hopefully that's more balanced. Kamusta? Thank you for joining, making time for the stream. Yon, better. Okay.
ありがとね。またね。こんなものかしら。
Okay, I think patapos na yung timer for our... It's 5 seconds, so we're not really gonna get anything anymore. That leaves us with the Chaos Battle, pero now that we've completed nearly all of the event, we should have a good amount of... good number tickets, na pwedeng gamitin. We have a bunch of those. We have our daily missions. I just need to do this last one, pero kahit mamaya na yan. So I think before we do the chaos, just so we get it out of the way, I'm gonna keep trying to pull. So nung lunch, we spent 99 tickets down to 900s. Pero hindi natin nakuha yung EX weapon ni Trey. I know I already have the 35 CP, so we only need that one weapon off this banner and then we should be good for this event. So from my mailbox trying event, we've earned 58 more tickets. So, ilan yun? 99 plus 58. 157 tickets. So I guess I don't mind spending a bit more for the weapon kasi they did mention Trey is going to be good, or rather he enjoys longevity kasi I think the trap mechanics are really strong. Anything that does free damage or gives you free turns, it gets a lot of use out of the different game modes compared to, let's say, like straight damage dealers. Kasi you always want to have utility in your teams and you want to create team synergy. So when you have characters like Trey who do a lot of that on top of high damage output in their own turns, then the faster you get to clear, the higher your scores will be, and the more likely you are to perfect events or to complete them. So lang din, it's kind of a self-fulfilling cycle of rewards. Ano ko sinabi? Wala pa din. It's kind of a quiet day for RNG. Tayo naririnig ng mga RNG gods. So nothing still. I think if we get to 900 again, try muna tayong chaos battle. Maybe our luck will turn around after 1 or 2 missions. I'm thinking I think I'll spend up to 200, although considering ang tagal ko nang hindi nag-pull for new weapons, I'm really tempted to just spend until I get this one, because we're not gonna get any must-haves, or no character is really a must-have at this point. Alam ko lang na malapit na si Ami, which is going to be a really good utility unit kasi kaya niyang burahin yung turns nung kalaban, or she can delete turns. That's excellent utility, and I think that's rare if not unique to that character. I'm just gonna make a tally. Our pulls so far, since we should use 157 after this. We have 58 to use, which means we should have 43 extra if we want to specifically budget for a maximum 200 tickets. Okay, so that's an extra 15 CP for Trey, so that's good. At least that's 4 power stones that we don't have to use because we can limit break his weapons if we fuse the same ones. I think I have around 3 copies of it, including the ones from the event rewards. So that should save us on power stones, so we can use it to upgrade his EX once we get at least 1 copy. So that's for Fran. that's an extra power stone for me. In tickets left. Na tayo Medyo malas. Speaking of which, itong buong quarantine, I've been really lucky in this area. Almost all of the banners get me EX weapons. And the EX weapons that I want, I think I only had to spend upwards of 50k tickets for 400 gems. So that's an EX weapon for Quistis. We don't need it, but that should give us some sort of refund once binenta ko siya. But yeah, generally in itong quarantine, we've been really lucky with pulls. Most of the characters that I wanted, I already got. So we've been able to clear most of the content, and I even finished the entropy challenge for this month. So it gave us a lot of extra gems that we can use to pull for more characters. And the more characters we have, the more missions we can complete, the more materials we can earn. Mag-feedback siya ulit into being able to upgrade even more characters so that we're always keeping up with the level requirements or the boss mechanics. So we always want to round out our roster with characters that fill holes in utility. So whether kulang ka sa healers. And this is it. Kailangan natin ng screenshot. Wait lang, i-screenshot ko lang to. But there we go. So this is Trey's EX weapon, thankfully. Well before the 200 mark. So Thanatos Bow, Grand Delta. The EX ability, yung base effect. So it's a 5-hit group ranged attack and then a group HP attack. If it's a single target, deals a bit more damage. It can overflow to 150%. And the damage is split. Tapos one turn fatal arrow, the fatal arrow buff, ang mangyayari for your entire team, all of their succeeding attacks, or I think as long as that, I guess as long as the enemy doesn't take its turn, all of your teammates' attacks will instantly break that unit, or I think it's only gonna happen once. As long as the enemy is not broken, regardless kung gaano kataas yung brave nila, will instantly get broken even if you can't hit the damage requirement. So that's good utility because that means it's one turn delay that anybody can perform, so you don't have to specifically rely on delay units, or rather you can save turns from their own skills. And then yung mga realization effects, these are the ones, sorry. And these are limit break effects, pero once we upgrade to the next tier of this weapon, and so it's major damage boost and then increase to the overflow, and then we have a bunch of effects at different levels of realization. So for this one, it's just a stat boost for level 2, which is like a good middle ground for most. I think we start with the EX ability ready to use, so that means instant breaks for your team. Tapos, what's this? Oh, I think this is the one where you can start charging his skills, and once those debuffs charge, I believe they deal more damage to the enemy. So when I was talking about the traps, you level them up, they'll deal more damage. And then for this one, he does the EX attack twice if you fully upgrade the weapon, so that's instantly double the amount of potential damage he can do. An upgrade to his HP plus, so this should help him save skills. And then there are these charges, so pag nag-charge yung skills, higher damage potential again. So mainly a damage unit, but some minor utility. So we'll lock this para di natin mawala. But for this one, we're gonna try to complete the mission by replacing the units with the same types of utility. So Fran is kind of going to be our base damage dealer, since that's really all she does with her skill. She is a good debuffer for ranged attackers, so that's also going to be some utility. Pero if I'm going to bring delay, I'll bring Leo because he has excuse me, he delays for 2 turns. Or I could bring Ishtola because she also has strong healing, but we'll bring trap damage using the Emperor, and then we'll see how this works. I also want to make sure that the bosses don't get a lot of turns, so we'll use this. Quistis is a really good debuffer in terms of speed, so enemies should get fewer turns. But they resist water, so I can't use that one. So we'll use brothers because they're weak. Yeah, we should be able to do this. And then for the boss's mechanics, we're gonna try to observe the rotation and then try to counter those mechanics. First, we will... Speaking of which, I don't have the passives from Alexander yet. I haven't claimed them for most of these characters, but we'll see what we can do. Usually one set of passives from a summon aren't going to be like that impactful. And then we'll bring a Charlotta friend unit because she'll boost our HP damage. So once it's a good time to use the summon, I'll bring Charlotta and then we'll try to nuke one of the enemies. So good luck to us. See how this goes. So it's 2 rounds, which means this is going to be a challenge of how well we can conserve our skills, kasi we don't want to spend too much on this wave because we want to save them for the final battle. So these enemies should generally be weaker. My alarm is ringing again. Speaking of which, I need to start turning those off for the stream. Anyway, here is our... Okay, there you go. So that's a 2-turn delay from Leo, and now we have the max level debuffs for Fran's skill, so she can start using the plus versions, which is a stronger version of her attacks. So since we're gonna get broken a lot, I'm not really sure we need to tank damage at this point. Like, I think I'm okay with just continuing to hit for whatever. Yeah, so we're not doing a lot of damage. I feel as if this lasts us like the whole chaos battle, or if maklear man natin to, we're probably not gonna reach the turn count. And since we're going to take a lot of breaks and damage, I don't necessarily think we would also hit the score requirements, you know. But that's okay. Actually, if we just get the clear, that's the minimum goal, and that's already a win for us. Kasi clearing the event will give us the realization materials. Completing the event will only give us additional draw tickets. So that's actually a really small reward for completing the hardest content. But it's really mainly for this level to be an extra challenge for players. So I think that's one thing I like about this game, is hindi siya restrictive. It's not going to gate you that hard when it comes to rewards. So you don't have to finish the hardest content. It's really only going to serve as a bonus. And to be honest, I'm seeing a lot of people na they join, let's say, like 1 or 2 months from the latest update, and they catch up pretty quick because the game is that generous with resources. So the designers have been this, and the developers have been really, I guess, generous and collaborative with the users. They actually take a lot of pointers from the subreddits and apply a lot of quality updates, and they sometimes accelerate updates that appear in Japan for the global servers. We get even more of an advantage. Like, to be honest, the global server is really spoiled when it comes to updates. So luckily that's what we're on as well. So for the Emperor, we're not doing, our damage output is not that great, so I'm kind of wary for his longevity kasi we're gonna have to be dealing more damage than this to finish this quickly. If you remember, it took us around 30 minutes to finish yung the Charlotta Chaos, and that was with a pretty strong team, and at 25 turns we were already finishing the first wave. Dito wala pa tayong kalahati, so I'm not sure how we're gonna budget our skills or how much we're gonna be able to save for the next wave. Pero so far they haven't been doing anything na immediately is going to be, or rather nobody's died yet, so that's a good sign. Although we need to be able to shave all of this brave right away, so we'll apply debuffs so we can continue dealing bonus damage. But I do feel as if the Emperor is now falling off in terms of damage output or utility. I think Trey is now going to be the sensible replacement for him. And so a reminder that I need to shower in a bit. Don't know if you guys mind if I take a shower. We'll take around 5 minutes. That means we'll be pausing the stream for around 5 minutes, and then I'll be back once I've done that. We're going to be spending a few more hours on this maybe, and doing our research in between. Yeah, so we're not even hitting Brave app with Fran. So this is really not a very good sign. If anything, mabubusa tayo ng skills for the first wave, which means we're not gonna be able to complete this run. I also don't want to use gems to revive. I think we're just not, this team isn't that synergistic, and because we're not doing a lot of area damage, like it's really taking a toll on our turn counts. If anything, si Leo lang yung okay pa yung damage currently. So we'll spam skills and see what happens, see how far we can stretch this team, and then we'll likely have to check our options. At that point, I would look to the forums na for additional tips on who I can run. Actually, I don't think matatapos natin yung... I don't think we're even gonna get through the first wave, unfortunately. I think Fran is going to need more support than this. Even Leo is not doing a lot of damage anymore. So we are missing some form of utility. So Fran is down, that means this run is over. Finally quit. And do some research about going to tackle this event. Hold on, let me bring up the forums. But I am tempted to just build Quistis or Lotto, but I don't want to rush into it. If I find a team comp that we already have, that we know able to complete, I'm gonna try that first, and in the worst case, then pwede na tayo mag-upgrade bagong units. I think at this point we have good surplus, means we can try to catch up, because that just means we're lagging behind in terms of our power level. Again, thank you guys for joining the stream. This is PENCRU. We are playing Dissidia. We are running through Trey's event. Or rather, we're focusing on Trey's event and doing some side missions here and there. We're gonna see if we can complete the Chaos round tonight. Then if not, we're gonna do additional research and I will post that strategy on the channel. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you like this, leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and encourage you guys to subscribe for more content. Yan, so tapos na dapat tayo sa daily missions. And I forgot, I have more tickets I need to redeem from one of the co-ops. So I'll just do that in my free time para sayang yung stream time natin. Tapos yeah, we'll do a research. I'm really more of a hoarder when it comes to these types of games, so I try to spend as little as possible the in-game resources. That way I don't run into bottleneck when like better units in the future come out. And ideally, you know, I get the maximum power by upgrading as many characters as I can now. But if I end up axing the wrong combination, then we're eventually going to hit like a wall. So I'd rather hit the wall with a lot of resources than hit the wall and not have option. It's kind of our mindset going into this game. I also have to finish farming the Alexander summon boards. I still have a bunch of characters that need their summon points, get additional passives, and that boost. Give me you. I'm gonna see any more options ko. You know, so far all of the runs are talking about units that I'm missing or hindi ko pa na build. So there's one with, oh no, I didn't upgrade right yet. So So far, all of the missions are utilizing Kais, not Kais, Trey, or Quistis. So I'm tempted to just upgrade somebody today and get it over with. What do you guys think? Do you think I should upgrade someone, or are you okay with us doing research or doing co-op battles? Actually, while we're researching, I'm gonna run more co-op battles. That way I can grab these resources while they're still available, and then hopefully once we finish, we're more prepared to take on the chaos battles. So I think this might be the wall that we're talking about in terms of power level. So I think I need to boost some of my characters and cheese the chaos event. Free recruits, we're gonna keep trying while I read through strategies. So it turns out Leo doesn't have excellent potency, so he's not going to do a lot of good in this chaos. So he's not a good replacement for Quistis, it seems. So there is a run that utilizes Garnet, Afmao, and Kai. So that's the same team na ginamit natin for Lotus Chaos, but this is requiring them to be maxed out. I don't have Afmao maxed out, and I didn't fill the character boards for any of them, mainly because I don't particularly have an attachment to any characters at the moment. But this is a really promising run, well below the turn count and its max score. Okay, so the turn count is 75, so that's good. I think if I don't upgrade my characters, I'm just not gonna make the score. Yun. Okay. I think we're just gonna do double item boost minutes so we can get those tickets, and then we should be done with this event.
さてお仕事視察だよ。じゃあね。視察だよ。視察だよ。視察だよ。視察だよ。暗いな。暗いな。視察だよ。暗いな。暗いな。視察だよ。視察だよ。暗いな。勤務時間もう終了。さてお仕事視察だよ。視察だよ。視察だよ。
Okay, so far, most of the runs I see feature Carlotta, so I think she's going to be the prize unit we want to build next, so that we can try to cheat. Because I can always use Arania. It seems that she's going to be doing her job for this one. And then yeah, Arania, Kais, and Charlotta might be an option because the bonus launch damage should help us.
時間もう終業
Alright, so I'm reading through the forums and it turns out a lot of people are having difficulty with the chaos level. So a lot of people are really relying on the synergy, as well as Arania because of her insane damage out. I think we might go that route considering we already have Kai. Lotta seems can make so that we can complete this battle. I don't know if I'm gonna use character boards on her, although I would say we do owe her, considering she carried us through a lot of content when she first released. So we'll see, but I think that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna upgrade Charlotta and try the event again. And if I manage to do it that way, then that means I already have a strategy I can use to record, and we will share it with the community. As much as I want to upgrade Quistis, I don't know how much longevity she's going to have. So we're just gonna keep her on the bench, even though I have all of her summon boards ready and can always farm artifacts later on. You know, I have a bias for FF8 units. Except maybe Zell, because unfortunately for in this game he's just not very good. He has the worst kit out of the FF8 characters and arguably across most of the roster, so he didn't get enough love, I think. So people are using Garnet, Elnarsh, this, Charlotta, Arania. Our options. Yeah, so we have like a co-op friend, unfortunately for Shiva Nova, on stream, but you're not moving, so I hope this is just edge case, and since you have an extra turn, I have to wait some more. So I really hope you don't do this very often. But yeah, sometimes in co-op you encounter players like this who end up not watching their phones. They end up joining these chaos battles and then not acting, so it wastes a lot of our time, especially if we're using the books which run on a timer. So tying in time because we'd farm. So yeah, the owner left, so we're in solo mode, so now I can use the whole party for myself. So that should save us some time. I guess I have to thank the owner because at least we can cut our losses here. For me, I just mainly want the tokens. I don't have any other targets for this co-op specifically. I just want those extra draw tickets so that we still have a surplus for the next few events. Oops. We have 4 minutes. Hopefully this gives us enough tickets to get tokens to get all of the draw tickets. Otherwise, I think we have to farm a bit more. Also, while I'm checking out other strategies to complete this chaos. Again, this is PENCRU. We are playing Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, the Trey event released today. So that's what we're running. Thank you guys for joining the stream, and like this. Sound off in the live chat so we can say hi. Let's talk about stuff. And let's have a good Friday night. Not getting any more recruits. Hopefully we can get one more bago matapos yung book natin. And then I think I'm gonna show you guys the upgrade process, and then we'll build Charlotta and try to redo this. You know, a lot of people are kind of against using Arania for the recent chaos, or at least after her event, because she ended up being like really broken. She was too powerful for the time, so there were many missions where she just destroyed all of the missions. So, you know, people often make it a challenge not to use her, and the Japan server didn't get it easy either because they still don't have Arania. Arania was a global first character, so we got that benefit. And a lot of people, I guess, for quote unquote for fairness sake, they don't use Arania because the game should be perfectly doable without. But for some of the other missions, Arania kind of lowered the difficulty such that any of the missions that initially were impossible became at least doable, and then for the rest she would help to steamroll where her damage wasn't resisted. So there really are only a handful of events where Arania wasn't usable. Otherwise it would be easy to cheese, but we, as much as possible, we try not to use her. But I think for this one excuse me, for the sake of speed, and so that we can, I guess, get close to completing this mission during the stream, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade Charlotta. That way she can support Arania. We already have Kai's build. I don't want to use it on their character boards just yet, but what we're gonna do is upgrade all of them. I'll bring Charlotta to max and then see if that helps us cheese this fight. Arania should provide the damage, and she should also provide the utility with her delay. So fingers crossed this will turn out well for us. And I think Kais has provided us with enough utility. Sorry, it looks like we're not gonna get any more co-op, so I'll try to redeem as many draw tickets as I can. Talking about Kais, I think he served us well that I'm inclined to just max his armor as well, or I guess for consistency's, like, if I want to purple anyone, I'd really like to just max out everything instead of leaving them with unmaxed armor or bad artifacts or incomplete summon board. So Kais might get an upgrade, although we're not really hurting for any additional defensive stats. Defense isn't crucial in Dissidia. It's really more of damage mitigation and other forms of utility like debuffs and party buffs that are more important. So yeah, we got all of the tickets, so we're actually good with this event already. So what we're gonna do is, considering the number of people that used Charlotta for this event, we're gonna build her so you guys can see what that's like. We'll refine some materials and I'll run you through the process. So we already have 2 ingots. I have a book. So that's actually enough material for us, and I can max out Charlotta's armor. So I think we owe her that because she's just that good and relevant unit. You wanna try to use maximum. Actually no, we're gonna upgrade the weapon first. More than anything else. Then we'll realize her armor. We'll go to that level. Then see. Actually, I have to check what passives I need for her. That's realized. We should get an ingot. There we go. Twinkle will limit break 3. That should allow us. So that's an instant 900 orbs. Anyway, we have a huge surplus. And it's about time that we upgraded some. And it's been a while. Let the upgrade animations run so you guys can see it for the time. For Charlotta, in terms of artifacts, don't. Sorry, okay pala. So we just need the standard attack and max break combos. Try to get that first. There we go. So purple weapon for Charlotta. That should give her maximum potential in terms of her kit. Then in terms of defense, we're realize, but I think we're not using her 70 CP armor yet. So yung going ko, we're gonna buy her armor, upgrade it, then realize it. Pala. That armor. Crit. There it is. Okay, na-realize na pala siya. Need to do much there. Let's go to the mission. Let's set up the theme. And then let's see what else we need for Charlotta. Actually, wait. I'll check ko yung mga summon boards kung complete. Then we'll try to name the passives. We're still missing any. If I understand correctly, we'll sort by board master. Should be able to find Rainia, Kais, and Charlotta on. Kais is here. I've not spent. So yeah, so these are the summon boards, and purchasing these will get us all of these stat boosts. So Kai should be even stronger. Then we can claim additional passives. Passive number have our treasure node, so this should bring Kais up to 8 summon boards mastered. Means it's almost the max potential in terms of additional stats. We have to make sure we equip this, and then we'll head down. We have Arania, who only has 6 because I think hindi lang natin kinlaim yung cards dito. Yun. Claim reward. So Arania is now at 7 boards max. Then I know we should have max point exam. Well, that means yan. So see 443 over 448, 445 after the 3 treasure nodes, then 3 passive would give us, if again, it is still Friday night. We are playing Dissidia. This is PENCRU. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends if anybody or they just want to relax. We're on the stream and talk. So I will grab Charlotta. So she's already at 7 boards, thankfully. Na lang din natin ito. So this should give us a really stacked chaos, and hope that will suffice. I don't want to spend on character boards just yet. Hopefully we don't have to play this a bit smart than usual, because this chaos is not a cakewalk, and based on the forums, nobody is saying this is an easy battle unless you use energy, but not a lot of people have, and you don't often get like where all of the synergy characters. Going back, we already have everyone at max levels except for Trey, so max not that way potential. So this should allow him to go up to level 70. Gets his additional skill. You just have to level him up. Quest. We'll run it again. Wish me luck. Hope this works. Sorry, there are some frame drops when I'm on this platform. Bear with me. Guys, 3 out of 3. Charlotta. So if I win this, I want to make sure Charlotta is the banner. So I'll put her here. Get her passives. Check. So I actually don't need this passive. Rather get, but let's get, I think we can limit breaks so we can get more passives later. For now, what we're gonna do is max this out. Actually, she's not using any passives, but I think the summon board passives will look at the weapon appearance. So you can now skin your character, so that's an option. Guys, let's get these. Should have these decent-ish passives. For Arania, we have a few passives. Have because we so far like not perfect artifact. Hope that will do. So let me just check yung comp na Charlotta Arania Kais, Arania friend with brother summon. So hopefully meron tayong Arania friend. I have this, wish me luck. Or for the best. So let's start this. Hopefully second time's the charm. I'll just record this separately kapag na-complete natin or na-clear man lang natin. But as long as we get to clear, we've achieved our objective. for tonight's stream. So, join me. Let's. Immediately we're seeing some percentage decreases. We're chunking through that because Arania just deals a lot of damage. And her damage output is now like starting to catch up with the chaos levels. So we want to make sure she's enough brave. Fortunately, I have to pop one of these skills, but we'll use it after Arania. That way, we're likely to get additional HP damage out of that. So we also have some sap going on from Charlotta. That's good. 60k is excellent. Fortunately, we got the delay, so it will only be Kais doing extra damage for this launch. Sayang yun, so we can play that a bit better next time. So we'll save this launch. You see this this icon on the left side enemy. We'll save that for when we have more brave. We'll just keep Charlotta safe for now. Dude. I think we can use some bonus damage anyway. I think we can delay once. Then have have Charlotta battery the team. So we're out of the light of creation, so I want to deal more HP damage, but I think we need to stay safe. So we'll just battery. Everybody's targeting Charlotta for some reason. Here. Check the debuffs. It's light of rejection, fitted and feeble. So that's low defense. I don't want to use high wind. I want to save that for the later waves. Hopefully ito mag-work. Unfortunately, that's going to break the turn order, but we get a delay from Quistis. That's one delay. Should keep us safe for a bit. Ayun, the enemies are pretty much already mitigating damage. I want to use this. Get another break. Fortunately, this isn't very good for turn count, but anyway, I think we'll just focus on doing area damage. Should be able to refresh the high wind buff from here. And then we will get consecutive turns. I believe these are free turns. So what I want to do is I want to take a break. We'll just delay this unit. Then we always want to keep this, as much as possible, we want this buff up. Para si the team is always doing bonus HP damage. And since we have a lot of Brave right now, if I want to speed this up, we'll use one Crystal Generation. Oh, Max Brave, that's a lot of damage. Laruan ng laro. Hi Evan, thank you for joining the stream. Guys, Ivan is also on YouTube. Make sure you check out his channel. That's Ivan Cervero, IvanRvero. He does drone flight vlogs, and I think he's going to be doing reviews of drone related accessories as well. So make sure you guys check that out. It's a really good mood setting channel. The Brave isn't... The enemies are getting a lot of turns, so this is kind of a situation, but be able to prevent a break here. I at least want to protect Arania, and then with Kais, that way I can still keep this turn order if he gets broken, and he got broke. Unfortunate, but this should help us get proper delay, and then now we can apply the high wind buff again. But ganun yung buntot, parang may balloon. What are you talking about? Ah, the enemies. I'm not so sure. I guess that's just the monster design that they have. So I want to use most of the Selkie throw. I want to save the launches for the second wave. So we're gonna take a lot of breaks here, but anyway, breaks seem to be a thing for this battle, so I don't really mind currently. Thanks for the plug, of course. That's why you should join the stream more often. That way when you show up, then I have a reminder to plug. Na joke lang. Pero when we do remember, of course I'll plug. So this is good. Like red HP, and we're at like 27 turns. So actually no, it's not very good considering 75 turns lang yung requirement. We're gonna try our best. We're gonna try to nuke these. I don't want to use the summon yet, but this is bad. I think I have to yeah, we're gonna take 8 damage. Arena is dead, so this run is... Unfortunately, this run is over. So quit. Let's restart. I think we just have to be careful with the turn order a bit. That way we can keep them under control. Pag mataas din kasi yung Brave, or rather these kinds of enemies are a pain to work with. So I don't have any more Arania friend units, so I'm just gonna use this. Use Eldnarch. He should be able to give us more damage either way. Most of my friend units are Leos currently because I'm farming someone board. Huh. So we're actually not gonna get that great an output. I think we already made a mistake. Pero sige, I think we're gonna try to burst one down. Or not, because we really have to balance the damage output. But what I'm gonna do is put Charlotta up. I'll put Kais after Charlotta, that way we can get everybody to deal damage during the launch. Even though she gets reduced Brave, Kais should be able to battery. And we should be able to break with this. That's still a bonus. Charlotta should still give us like a bit more of a damage boost. We want to get as much of the delay as possible from ice as well. Our first EX skill. We'll have a good amount of, but about time that we battery for party 6. Dodges like those are have to refresh the Actually, I'm not gonna do that. We'll save it. And then we want to make sure we get some battery on Arania. Because he... I think it's worth her this time, so we'll burn a turn to keep her from being broken. So now we'll apply the high wind buff here. Sure, we're doing as much damage as we can. And then for Kais, I think I'm mainly just gonna spam skills. I don't wanna risk anything at the moment. Again, I have to keep the Brave up. I also don't want to use the EX right away because I want to get consecutive turns. So I want to break somebody. Actually, we'll do that so I can get the free turn. Then once we get a break, Kais will top us up. An option. Actually, we could delay, but I think it's considering now Max Brave C Carlotta, we don't have the HP damage bonus now. Fortunate that happened. This is good bonus damage. Battery. Carlotta needs to refresh her buff. Should also get this bonus. Also means we get to launch this enemy. I'm gonna try that. That should be a decent amount between the two of them. That way Kais can do another one of his launch tactics and keep the battery. We really just want to keep ourselves from getting broken because that's going to be a given. In the next wave, so we'll buff here. Get an extra turn. Bring Kais up in turn order. But he gets broken, unfortunately. Rainia also takes damage. This is rough. Ayun, so that should keep Kais from dying, but this doesn't look very good. We'll break once. Arania would have to delay this unit. That way Charlotta can shave Brave. I don't want anybody dying at the moment. So that's a break, but we're gonna take an additional set of breaks. If Arena gets broken, we'll at least be able to keep the 2 turns. And so this is I think this is going to come out nicely. Good damage output, 28 turns, so we're looking pretty good already, I think. We have 1 overclock buff and then we can refresh. Think, yeah, we'll just skills anyway. Will increase our HP damage. I don't want to use crystal generation. I want to save this for the last wave, so we're just gonna do this. I think we can afford to. So we'll delay 1 more unit. We don't get the break, but Kais should be able to. Yeah, you know, I think we can eat the break. And then have Charlotta kill this enemy. So that frees Arena to beat this second guy. So we'll want to use some of the overclock buff before we use the EX skill. That way we have more consecutive turns and we get a longer duration for, what do you call it? Never mind, we'll use it and try to finish this already. So that's done. Finally reached wave 2. So this is where we're gonna have to be really smart about our strategy. We have 39 turns left. So if this is the way, I'm assuming that these enemies have around the same amount of HP. We just don't want them to continue having turns close to each other kasi done. They're gonna keep breaking us and that's not gonna be good. We have a bunch of those breaks for Charlotta. I think we want to refresh her buffs first before we start using our launches. We also want to maximize it for the summon, so refresh this. Bit more HP damage. Since Kais is the only target, I'm okay with burning some of the skills. Let's hope. Oh, ito. We have consecutive turns. Tayo onte. Not a very good turn order, but I want to bring him up. You know, I want to make sure he has Brave, so we'll just do that. And he gets broken anyway. So we'll cut their Brave down to size. And yeah, I don't want to summon yet. I want to save the crystal generation for the summon, like later on. I think once they start buffing themselves, that's when we want to use our. For this one, I'll refresh. Saan na magre-reapply nung high wind buff. And we can have Charlotta battery. So that's not good. We have an emergency. Actually, no, we don't. Think. If I do this, yeah, that should be enough damage for now. We just need them to remove those auras. I think we need a buff, but we'll save it for a bit later on so we can deal consistent damage. Turn 45, 30 turns left. Not looking that great, but we want one of these enemies away from us. We don't really have to buff. I think we're just gonna have broken anyway. Hopefully hindi. Light of rejection here. There.
クリスタルを
I should be safe, I think. Okay, this is nice. We get delay from both. Really. We have consecutive turns. More bonus damage. Do one launch. Lota. Okay, so that's not sayang yung launch. So fortunately I have to burn that. So what we're gonna do over Brave, our emergency button, and then we're gonna save on Arania's skills. So going ko summon here, launch one of these units kung meron lana, but since everybody has high Brave, we should crazy amounts of damage. The 20. Actually, dito lang, I think we should find Arania. Then we'll battery. Actually, hindi. We'll do another launch. We'll for Lotto so we can nuke these enemies. We have the Brave regen. Nice. And bring the delay. Actually, mali. I should have launched first guy. Okay, we still have a launch, but I don't. Arania is going to eat up the turns, but I will use this. Save that launch. So that's some bonus damage, and Arania gets a bit of a Brave refund. I'm okay with this setup for now. And nice. So we have. Actually, we'll refresh the buff going to run out.
クリスタルの
We'll
力だ。
keep the HP damage going. You know, we'll do a bit more consistent damage for a few more turns.
暗いな。
I'll delay this. And then for Kai's turn manipulation, I'm gonna try to I don't know what the turn order is for somebody like Narsh. I haven't used him, but just go ahead and use EX. So I think that's a terror buff. I should be able to get free turns. And I did not get. But let's get a break.
さあ、おしまいにしてあげるよ。
Break. This doesn't look very good for our turn order, fortunately. Arena is going to take another break. Need some heal to happen. Actually, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Should be a brave attack me. Okay, I think I should have used skill 1 right away. Yeah, that was a bit of a waste. I know. Okay, I do think we'll be able to clear, but the problem here is we're not gonna get a complete. We took too many breaks, and I have a strange feeling that one of our characters is going to die. Oh, nice. We do have some extra turns because of... Oh, those are free turns. Nice. So that's a lot of bonus damage from Marsh at least. Hoping that will last. I'm not sure if somebody has their high wind buff, but I want to apply enemy A because we want to make sure that we kill them close to the same turn. Consecutive turns there, but mali. Really hoping that's not a group HP attack, because if that happens, Arania is dead. But we're getting a lot of free turns from this is really good. I'm not sure what I did, but I might have just exploited him without knowing. I want to delay this guy. I don't want to see that all attack Plus we get free skill. You're getting a lot of free use out of Narsh, but this just means his
さすがだな
reign is over.
助かった
Wanna refresh? Make sure you're buffed. I have a feeling we're gonna get broken.
空中からだ
I think if we can do bonus damage here. I guess we're not gonna launch. I make the worst
クリスタルを
turn decisions, but I'm gonna roll with it.
クリスタルの力だよ
I think this is our last. Ang gagawin ko,
いいものを見せ
our final crystal gen. Ice does not have buff, but
空中からだ
okay, so that's not a fail again. We were so close, but considering we are this close, I think we just have to make some changes to the way that we play. Should be able to complete with the same team. So what I'm gonna do is we can kind of exploit the game. They make this an official feature later on. What I'm gonna do is I will turn off the screen really quickly. Then we will reset the game. I'm starting it up again. Up. You're already. Oh. We're gonna load this again. We should be able to start from the second wave instead of having to do the. I think we generally have a lot of skill uses available. So we wanna try to do much more damage earlier on, so we can save on the summons. I also wanna. For Eldnarsh, it looks like we have to make sure that he doesn't is the what is we want to make sure that Eldnarsh removes his exoplate, so skill number 1 on his first turn, that should give him a free turn. We'll use the EX so we can apply the Terror and Warp debuffs on the enemies. The Terror debuff is gonna cancel their turns, and then Eldnarsh from Warp gets free turns, and I think those aren't the term, I forgot the term again. It doesn't consume his friend unit turns. So we should be able to get a lot of free skill uses and free turns out of Eldnarsh, and that's a lot of free damage that I think no other support is going to provide. And it seems like we have somebody on the stream. Hi Lance. Yes, it went black. I reset the game for a bit. That way we can restart the game on this current wave. So we are repeating it now. This is Light of Station. Need to buff ourselves. Get that Brave battery. And we want to keep their HP somewhat close. Still haven't really observed the gimmick. So I want to figure out what's really happening here. But for Kais, I'm gonna delay him. Sorry, I'm gonna delay the second enemy. That way, I can just battery with ice after. So yeah, we'll do this. There we go. We should be able to refresh our HP damage buff. So I should be protected, but I think he's gonna get broken anyway. Not sure what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what's causing the break. I know I want to keep doing consistently high damage. If he's gonna get broken anyway, you might as well just let it happen. Just shave the brave after, so we'll get the delay going. There we go. Okay, we'll apply the debuff. That way we always have somebody to kind of get maximum damage and brave out of. Carlotta should be buffed. I could be using a lot of the team's brave for one crystal generation, so we'll go ahead and do that. A free turn out of Kais. Get the launch going. Fortunately, Arania's not gonna join that launch, but we're just gonna spam it for when we have the summon. Have to burn a skill. Sorry, we'll have to burn one of our turns there. Then we get a break anyway. Still haven't made any real observations for when we get the break. Still running kind of blind here. And I want to prevent at least one break. So Kais can continue to get broken, I don't really know. Or we'll just leave it at that. And bonus damage from our high wind buff. Continue to do damage with Rainia with turns. Get that launch. 20% bonus damage. We don't want to pass that up. So I'll refresh this. Can actually be a bit more liberal with skills, I would think, because when we were close to the end a while ago, we had a lot of skill usage remaining. So yeah, I think we'll break here. Actually, I don't think I should have done that, because I have no way to buff, but I have. That should work. Except Arena gets broken again. Okay, then that was not a good idea, so I will come back. We'll refresh again and try again. Bear with me. Alright, this is attempt number 3. Okay, so let's resume this battle. Yeah, they weren't joking when they said this chaos is not a particularly nice chaos to do.
クリスタルをどうしよ
So Kais is definitely going to get broken by one of these guys. So I think we're just gonna let them do their thing. And then we can just shave the Brave back after this. We have our consecutive turns. Our Rain is gonna continue doing that. We should have our buff.
力だよ
So HP damage bonus, just to make sure we're doing consistently high damage.
どうし
Pearl Staff Plus. We want a delay. I actually don't feel as if we need to battery because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that instant break attack. Okay, so never mind. We'll let them both get. Actually, no, we're not supposed to, because they're gonna start spamming their turns. So that should be a break for Arania, but we get an extra turn. So ayun. There we have it. That's run number 3, broken again. So we'll be right back. Gonna reload again. I don't know if I did something wrong in the first wave, but really shouldn't be too much of a factor. We managed to make it close to the end of the battle. I think we just kind of wasted a lot of opportunities. So we want to play a bit more safely again. And let's see where that takes us. So I think we'll do around 5 attempts. This is attempt number 4, if I understand, if I remember correctly. So we are we're gonna do up to 5 attempts tonight, and if not, then I will do my search, or we'll probably just do the event offline. And I'll upload my winning run. So I also have a few things to work on after this.
クリスタルを
So refresh tayo ng buff.
どうしよ
That didn't go so well. We're already going to get broken. I think we'll just delay this guy. X.
じゃあね じゃあね
Really not sure if I'm supposed to continue doing. I'm just supposed to be doing HP attacks. Like, what I want to do.
空中からなら
try to do an early nuke. Carlotta should get a good launch out of this. That's not that great, but might work in the long run, hopefully. So we'll continue doing that, and then we'll save the launch on that second guy for later. Yeah, that was not very good idea. Okay, so I think we can mitigate that brave gain because of Charlotta's EX. Don't quite like where this is going, but we have free turns and we want to make sure they're not doing those double turns because those can be dangerous. So I think we'll do some area damage for now. I know it's a bit wasteful on skills, but I really do feel as if I'm gonna need to summon early on in this wave. Supposedly we want to reach somewhere around 65 to... yeah, around that much. %65% of their HP before we summon. So far, I haven't seen a pattern to this. It's being... so we'll keep working at it. Again, thank you guys for staying on the stream, for joining the stream. This is PENCRU. We are playing Cydia Final Fantasy Opera, and yeah, this Opera Omnia. This is the Trey event. Chaos level. This is our 4th run so far. We're doing a maximum of 5 for tonight before I try to search and see how we can improve our run. The delay is almost unfair. That was a lucky break. That was a good from the enemy. Okay, so that's not good. I think now is our opportunity to try and nuke them some more. Try to bring them somewhere close to the halfway point and then survive the rest of the battle on the damage from the damage from Arania and the Nash. So we're gonna summon here. Then we're gonna abuse this by using So what we're gonna do is use Charlotta to do one more launch, which should give us like a really good amount of damage. So the enemies are a bit far away. We don't want them to do that many more turns after this. But because we get the break, we don't get a good max brave boost for Charlotta's skills, unfortunately. So anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and try it. Kind of put them at the halfway point, and then we wanna do the same things that we were doing prior. The launch opportunity. Get our bonus damage and try to maximize the boosts from our launch. I want to save on Arania's skills, so I'm gonna bring her back. It's the phase shift. This should give me a free skill. Start applying the terror buff so Eldnarsh can do his worst. So that's an excellent use of his skills, I think. For Charlotta, I think we wanna save it once we reapply her buffs. We do have one more hero. Dash the buff. Save Brave. Oh no. Have full generation anymore. Turns out, but have warp. So I think we wanna capitalize on this and the AoE damage. We get that from should be able to get a bunch of free turns out of this. Okay, anyway, we get the extra turn, but we're not being inflicted with terror for some reason. Sure, what's that? So this is going to be... Oh, okay, this is where we get to play around. This is kind of similar to what happened in our second attempts. So I'm gonna try to recreate that effect. And as long as we don't have Eldnarsh take another turn. Okay, I think I see what they mean. We don't want Eldnarsh to take another turn after this and keep breaking the enemies in the wrong order. That way we can continue getting consecutive warps. So we'll go after Eldnarsh so that we get the maximum brave damage. And attack, we get a free warp. And then that should give us another free turn. And then this should keep the enemies in the same turn range as each other. That's good. Fortunately, I don't have any more warps, so this should be the last batch. Should be the last set of damage to get out of it. But I think he's done his job. We just need to make sure we prevent these remaining attacks. So what I want to do is really delay at this point. Some brave battery. Break this. Should give us a few more warps. So what we want to do is, well, Eldnarsh isn't going to get a turn, so we don't want to battery him anymore. Instead, I'm just gonna waste this. Yeah, I think we should just use this. Ice will then continue focus on doing the. Oh, this is nice. That's one more free turn, thankfully. But Eldnarsh is taking his turn next, so this should be the end of his run. But we will thank him for his time. That was excellent. So we'll delay this guy. Yeah. And I think here we can really just nuke the enemies. We're gonna try to get them out of the way before they do any more damage. I have a good feeling about this. Okay, I'm not sure we can... Nice. Okay, so we're gonna take some damage, but this should help offset. Unfortunately, we only have 2 turns left. I'm hoping this does the trick. 3 turns from Arania will really help boost our damage output. Nice one. So we are at 74 turns. We have a consecutive turn from Arania. I still have high wind, so I want to delay. Oh no. I missed an opportunity there. And I think we might just win. If this works... Oh no, sayang. But anyway, we get the clear, so I think that's a win for today. So it's 76 turns, and we're finished. I think this was a successful stream. I'm excited to review like this footage and how it went, but looking at this, we get the max score. Even if we went above the turn count, no KOs, good HP damage, but we missed the turn count by 1. So unfortunately, that's one thing we're gonna have to try to accomplish next time. So I'll upload my winning run once I manage to complete this. Make sure you guys check that out. Subscribe to the channel so you know when that video goes up. Hopefully by tomorrow, because I also have to share it as early as possible with the Opera Omnia community so that they can use it as a reference. So yeah, I think for tonight we are good. Thank you guys for joining the stream. This is PENCRU. We play the city of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. For more of this, and on some days we play Overwatch, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. I'm excited to see more of you in the live stream, as well as in the comments section for our future videos. So we talk games, we talk game development, and we really just do a bunch of random things. Anything that really speaks to me, we're gonna try to make a video about that. So thank you guys for your time. Leave comments, feedback, and suggestions, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.